Alright, hear me out. What if we got Cybertronian Alana to go with him? Hello there, Transformers fans, and welcome back to another cool toy review. And I've been looking forward to getting a new Seaspray and our new update to Seaspray to get this minibot in deluxe class is on the minibot retro card back. Here he is in the packaging and he looks awesome just like back in the day in '84 when Seaspray was first released. He is on that classic card back. You have him right there in his own little bubble. You have that classic G1 toy art of him in robot mode and his hovercraft mode there on the front with the grid in the background. On the back, you have the '85 Transformers toy packaging artwork, and you also have his little cutout card with a brief bio and his tech specs. I hope that we eventually get all of the mini bots on these card backs in particular, as they look really cool, and that's pretty much it for Seaspray's packaging. Here is Seaspray out of the packaging, and this one looks really good. Seaspray in particular is one of my favorite of the mini bots, mostly because of how unique his alt mode was compared to all of the other mini bots. And he always had a really cool looking robot mode too. I've always loved his head sculpt design with the black visor and the mouth plate, kind of like Optimus's, but his has these slits in them, almost like his is graded, and it looks very cool. He has a blaster pistol. His articulation is pretty good. Head is on a ball joint, fully articulated shoulder in and out, upper bicep, single jointed elbow, wrists can go up and down, and that's not due to transformation so much as it is just a little bit of wrist articulation, I think. He has this cool little silver blaster pistol, waist, hips, upper thigh, single jointed knees, and decent ankle articulation for those big Bodie McBoat shoes he's got on. And for comparison, here he is next to the Prime Wars trilogy Seaspray that we got almost a decade ago, so you can see them side by side, and I definitely like the size and detail of this one more. The only thing this one did that I liked more than this one is you can put a Prime Master or Titan Master slash Headmaster inside of his alt mode like you could with a lot of the other scout sized or core class scale characters released at that time. And also for comparison, here is Seaspray next to his fellow mini bots that we have from their Generation 1 cartoon appearances so far. And in addition to Seaspray on the retro card, we have a re-release of the Netflix Bumblebee, Gears with his G1 toy style head, Brawn with his G1 toy style head, and we have Outback coming soon from Transformers Season 3, and a new wheelie in deluxe scale based off of his original G1 toy as well. Definitely looking forward to those. And hopefully we have an update to Power Glide coming, because he's basically the last minibot who hasn't gotten updated in deluxe class scale to go with the rest of the minibots so far. And don't forget, Wind Charger is also up for pre-order in the Studio Series 86 line. The transformation on this one is pretty cool, and I like how the bits fold out, especially on the front of the craft. Go ahead and start by taking his blaster. We're going to move that to the side. Rotate his arms around on that bicep joint and then straighten them out. Next, we're going to bring these arms up, grab these little waist sections, and pull them out to the side just a little bit. Next, we're going to come down to the feet, flip that up. It's easier if you get this lower inner one by going at it from the side. Flip that up, get that one out, flip these little back panels. This one's kind of like a fin, and then we're just going to peg the legs together and then untab at the knees right here and just bring it down. These little panels are going to tab right into the side of the knees, and there's the legs pretty much all done. Next, we're going to untab this, rotate his robot mode head around, and then we're going to untab and pull this section out, and then tab this section into that right there. Tab this bottom panel right there, covering up his robot mode face. But before we do that, we got to rotate the shoulder sections forward. Then we can tab that, bring these panels down all the way to the sides, and then we're going to bring that waist section back, tab it into place, bring this section forward, tab those knees right there into the waist, and then rotate these arms in, tab those into place as well. And then you can grab his blaster pistol and plug it right there into the side. And there's not really anywhere else better to stick it, unfortunately. It would be cool if it could tab underneath the craft, since you have this nice cavity down here, or peg into the center so it's like he's got a little blaster right there, or somewhere that looks cool in addition to just right here on the side of the craft. I mean, it doesn't look terrible right there, but the blaster storage on the Prime Wars Trilogy version, I feel, is much better. He does have his spinning propellers. He has a little bit of visible head syndrome. I kind of wish there was a better place to store it, but that said, the Prime Wars Trilogy doesn't do much better at hiding it either. Since I keep talking about it, for comparison, here he is next to the Prime Wars Trilogy release of Seaspray, so you can see them side by side. And not only is this one a decent amount larger than this one right here, this one's also a lot more G1 accurate, not just to the original toy, but to the original cartoon with its angles, the way that this one comes to a point rather than kind of rounds out at the front on this version. And I really like this one a lot. Now earlier, like I said, this one does have an opening compartment on the bottom where you can put a Prime Master or Titan / Headmaster figure inside. And this little top section is his blaster in his robot mode, which is what I meant by having better weapon storage in alt mode than this guy right here. While his chest piece doesn't come off to become a blaster, at least this one hides his blaster well. And also for comparison, here is Seaspray in his hovercraft mode next to his fellow G1 cartoon mini-bots that we have in deluxe scale so far. And seeing them all side by side in alt mode, I am that much more excited to get an updated Power Glide in addition to the upcoming Wind Charger and Outback that are currently up for pre-order. Despite the robot mode head being visible from the back, this is probably one of my favorite figures so far. I really like the articulation. The robot mode looks great, and having them match the rest of the deluxes in scale is also very nice. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in to another cool toy review featuring the Transformers G1 Retro card release of the deluxe Beachcomber figure. Which mini-bot is your favorite so far? Let me know in the comments down below. And which mini-bot do you hope makes it on this retro card in the future? Stay tuned for more cool toy reviews by liking and subscribing, following us anywhere you can find us on social media, and you can follow me at Triptychonis on TikTok and Instagram for more Transformers fan content, Star Wars fan content, and more. And we'll see you guys later. We'll see you another time. Transform and roll out.